Part 1. Who are the workers?
Back to my interlocutor's idea of who the workers are. Normal, everyday people who earn an average wage. If that were what I meant too, their conclusion, complete cock-up comes to mind, would be justified. It would be hard for most of the people working in modern businesses to run those organisations. The parts, yes, perhaps the whole, no. That calls for a range of skills the great majority of workers simply don't have. Investment, strategy, business analysis, product development, planning, systems design and architecture, organisation, recruitment, training, accounting, and so on. And without the individuals and groups who carry out this work, not only individual organisations, but also entire industrial economies would collapse, taking with them society as a whole. So if the workers aren't doing this work, who is? The answer is the middle class. In fact, to a large extent, the middle class is simply a shorthand term for all the managers, professionals, administrators, consultants, and others who carry out this work. And the work they do is plainly vital. So clearly working and middle classes can both be thought of as workers. And equally clearly, if in conventional English, perhaps especially British English, the word workers refers specifically to the working class, there is a sense in which this is a mistake. But there is still a distinction that needs to be made here. It is true that the middle class works, but it is equally clear that the work they carry out is very different from the work of the working class. By and large, the phrase the workers refers to the people on the front line of the economy. The individuals who operate the machines, work the mines, milk the cows, build the factories and office blocks, drive the trains, crew the ships, and do the clerical work on which both individual companies and the economy as a whole depend. From coal to cars to insurance policies, this is the work that actually creates the end product their employers sell, and so make the profit. This is the work of the working class. The middle class don't do these direct production tasks. Exactly what the middle classes do will be dealt with shortly, but for the moment it can be said that they definitely don't do what the working class do. So if calling only the working class workers is confusing, it's also a useful choice of words, because it captures this difference between those who carry out direct production work and those who don't. And that, I guess, is why my partner in the above Twitter exchange assumed that, when I mentioned the workers, I was referring exclusively to working class people, the normal, everyday people who earn an average wage. The confusion is understandable. These are, after all, the workers in this stereotypical sense. Yet, they were not the only people I had in mind. No, I meant all those who work, who labour, who are involved, however indirectly, in producing the means to our collective ends, who are employed by the corporations and governments that dominate our world, who are paid a wage, and so on. Hence my expansion of the concept of workers to include all employees, which also means designers, analysts, architects, strategists, investment teams, etc. So the term worker is ambiguous. Is there another word we can use, another rubric under which, even though working class and middle class work are separate and even opposed now, one day they might not be?